DreAllDay.com.
Toughness from Hungary, what's going on? Diamond Princess, good morning. Today I want to share with y'all why you need to start coming up with more ideas. And we all know what ideas are, and we all get ideas randomly at different times, but what I mean is start coming up with ideas on purpose. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to start coming up with ideas on purpose, and then if there's any questions, I'm going to take those at the end. So ideas, you already know what they are, so I don't have to define it. Number 1 reason you need to start purposely making yourself come up with ideas is because it'll start giving you creative solutions to your problems. Because we all got challenges. We all have things that we can't quite solve with our normal level of thinking. Things that's based on what we did up to that point we can't solve with what we know to that point. So we got to come up with something new. So coming up with ideas on purpose will help you to start purposely, actively, whenever you need to, solve your challenges and solve your problems. Because if you got a problem that you've been working on for the last 6 months, probably because you don't have enough ideas to come up with a solution. You're not generating enough ideas that might possibly work. And the more ideas you come up with, eventually something's going to work if you just keep coming up with ideas. And number 2 reason you need to come up with more ideas on purpose is because you'll create more possibilities in your mind. You create more possibilities for solutions in your mind, the more ideas you can make yourself come up with, because like I just said, the more of them you create, the more chances that at least one of them is going to work. Everything you see, and this is point number 3, everything you see from that point, once you start coming up with more ideas, now it'll all be fuel for you. Because let's say you came up with 100 ideas every single day. At least one of them is going to solve a problem. One of them might help you do some more business. One of them might help you meet some new people. One of them might help you in your sport, in your game, in your business, with your people, and your family, whatever the situation is. The more ideas you come up with, the more stuff you're going to be able to solve, the more business problems you'll be able to take care of. So let me recap those 3. Number 1, you'll start to come up with more, what's going on? You'll come up with more creative solutions to your problems. So whatever problems that you got right now, whatever you're dealing with right now, the more ideas you can come up with, the more chances that you can find a solution to it. Number 2, everything becomes more possible. Now, I wouldn't say everything becomes possible, but things become more possible the more ideas you come up with, because something that you never even considered until you get the idea about it. Now you're like, you know what, I might be able to do that. I might be able to write that book. I might be able to take that trip to New York. I might be able to go on vacation with my family this summer. I might be able to get into that school. I might be able to get that job or start that business. The more ideas you come up with, the better chances that things become possible for you. And the 3rd point is, everything becomes possible the more ideas you come up with, because now you're opening your mind to, you know what, that might work. You know what, that's something I could do. You know what, that's something I never considered, or it's something I thought was never possible for me, but now with this idea and that idea, I could possibly make those work. So let me take questions. My name is DreAllDay, for those who don't know me. I'm a professional speaker, professional athlete, 3-time TED Talker, 7-time author, 5,000-time YouTuber. I got a podcast called Work on Your Game. I got a show on the Grant Cardone TV network called Work on Your Game. My background, pro athlete, played ball overseas for 9 years. So I do a lot of things. I got a website called DreAllDay.com, and if you listen to podcasts, just look up mine. It's called Work on Your Game. The question was, how do I grow my Snapchat followers? You got to be posting something that's of value so that people care about listening to it. You feel like people are not, you're not gaining followers probably because you ain't saying nothing worth following for. So what you need to do is change that, and then you'll get the followers you want. So I'll take any questions anybody got. I'll take a couple of them. My name is Dre Baldwin, those that don't know me. Also known as DreAllDay. I'm on Twitter at DreAllDay. Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. Instagram, same name. Joshy JG. Joshy JG. Good morning, Joshy JG. Checking in from South Florida. My hometown is Philadelphia. Thank you, Diamond Princess. All right, if anybody else got a question, post it now. Going once, going twice before we wrap this one up this morning. If you want podcasts, again, my podcast is called Work on Your Game. We on SoundCloud. We are also on Stitcher. And of course, we on iTunes. Iguodala, yes. Moscow, good morning. Thank you for the hearts. Everybody who's tapping the screen for the hearts while I've been talking, I appreciate the hearts. I think I'm at like, I want to get to 3 million hearts. I think I'm at like 2.7 something. How do people discover you on IG? Anything except hashtags? Yeah, post something that's worth looking at. Something that's worth liking. Something that's worth sharing. Same thing I said about Snapchat. Post things that people are interested in. If you feel like you're not getting the engagement, then maybe things you post and they're not interested in. But you can change that at any moment, so it's okay. All right, everybody. Hit me on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin with any other questions. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known. Getting the exposure you want and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game.
Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I'm ballin'. I feel like Dre.